when it's time to heal, when winds of fate topple our best laid plans, our love still stands. And as the world comes crashing down around us, we try not to let despair overwhelm us. We're working hard to change all we can, but wherever the chips may fall, our love still stands. Our love still stands, stronger than steel, softer than silk when it's time to heal, when winds of fate topple our best laid plans, our love still stands. There's so much to be worrying about, but in each other's arms we have no doubt that our love still stands, stronger than steel, softer than silk when it's time to heal, when winds of fate topple our best laid plans, our love still stands, our love still stands, our love still stands, our love still stands. Right, thank you. Appreciate it. That's one that I haven't recorded yet. As well as the next one I'm going to do is one my latest that I wrote and hadn't really played it out for anyone except my little song group that meets every Monday. It's got these things saying this meeting is being recorded by the host or a participant. Okay, I got it. Anyway, it's great to be here at the farm, Performance Lane. And I'm going to do a brand new song kind of about if you have any old friends that you, from way back when, who you haven't seen and you wonder what's happened with them. This is about that. And I'll try to remember all the lyrics. Images flow in a crazy collage of her little apartment above that garage. I was just 17, she was 25. She lived up the road and I'd visit sometimes. Two faded Persian rugs on the wall above that blue sofa where we laughed and talked. Her smile was the widest, her green eyes the brightest, with a sparkle that I wish I could see once more. I'm dreaming of Maggie again. A long time ago, she was my dear friend. Like her welcome and hug and a VW bug. Tell me where all those years went. I've been dreaming of Maggie again. Through college and jobs, I'd always return to share hopes and plans and stories with her. The last time I saw her, got lost at the border, somewhere between good friends and lovers. Been dreaming of Maggie again. A long time ago, she was my dear friend. From her welcoming hug and her VW bug, tell me where all those years went. I've been dreaming of Maggie again. I heard from a friend back home, she volunteers for her local food bank since retiring last year. In the photo he texted, she still had that smile. I couldn't quite tell, but I pray that the sparkle's still there. I've been dreaming of Maggie again. A long time ago, she was my dear friend. Like her welcome and hug and her VW bug, tell me where all those years went. Been dreaming of Maggie again. Been dreaming of Maggie again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And looking forward to hearing everybody tonight. Now I've got to switch over to my host duties. And I guess first up we have Claudia Russell and Bruce Kaplan. And I guess that's what they're going by.
We are.
And we're supposed to give their pronouns and that type of thing, or no? Okay.
Hi, John.
And from San Francisco, California.
Yeah.
And
He,
I
him,
need to.
she, her.
And I
We,
need to
them.
get your little.
We, them.
Okay, them. All right.
Them that
And
are.
Claudia and Bruce play distinctive original music infused with folk, country, bluegrass, and blues.
Who
So
wrote that?
take it away, guys.
Hi,
Oh,
everybody.
wait, one more thing. Their weirdest food, the weirdest food that they ever eaten is Claudia, my mother's cooking, and Bruce was Velveeta. All right, sorry.
My mother used a lot of Velveeta, so we probably.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you're-
my mother was not. She was from Iowa. Not the best cook. Not that Iowans aren't good cooks, in fact, but she had her own unique style, let's just say. So we're going to do a couple songs that we wrote the music to, and they are actually from this songbook called the Golden Robin Songbook, and it's from 1868, and got a lot of little tiny notes in there, and I don't know what any of them mean. So my friend suggested I write my own music because I like some of the songs in here. So here we go.
So these
Right?
songs
Yeah.
took 160 years to finish.
This one's they're both kind of newish for us, so we'll give it a shot. And this is my little tenor guitar. So I wrote the last verse to this. I've written all the music to these songs so far, and every once in a while I add a verse or I take one away and add one, but this one I added the last verse. It was actually a pretty short song. So it's called Prairie Child. Out upon the prairie, broad and wild and free, stands my father's childhood home. It's where I love to be. There the roses blossom, there the grass is high. They bow their heads and whisper as the wind blows by. Oh, the prairie, broad and wild and free. Oh, the rolling prairie, it's a home for me. astray. I watch the lights and shadows drifting through the day. I listen to the insects humming in the grass. I see them spring before me as I lightly pass. Oh, the prairie, broad and wild and free. Oh, the rolling prairie is the home for me. Out upon the prairie, my father's spirit roams. A red-winged blackbird from on high sweetly calls him home to the other promised land in the endless sky. I know he's watching over me through the darkest nights. Oh, the prairie, broad and wild and free. Oh, the rolling prairie is the home for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like the prairie a lot, so. In fact, I'd never really been to the prairie, and when I was about in my mid-20s, I was in a country band, and we drove all over, eastern Wyoming and Montana, and it's some prairie out there. I really fell in love with it. But we're going to do another song from this book. And I do write lyrics, but we just thought we would do two of these songs for you instead of something I wrote. So, so this is,
The music doesn't count, right?
well,
It just-
music counts, but
I mean, I was thinking Burt Bacharach probably isn't apologizing that Hal David wrote the lyrics, you know?
that's right.
It's like,
There you go.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I didn't write these lyrics.
Well, yeah, okay. So this one is pretty much the way it came out of the book, as I recall. So it's, and man, it's so depressing that this song is still relevant since it was written in 1868. It's called "The World Is What We Make It." 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, call this not a vale of tears, a world of gloom and sorrow. One half the grief that comes over us, from self we often borrow. Earth has a spell for loving hearts. Why should we seek to break it? Let's scatter flowers instead of thorns. 'Cause the world, it's what we make it. the pains tenderish, the seeds of discontent would die, and peace and love would flourish. The earth is beautiful and good. How long will we mistake it? 'Cause the folly is within ourselves. 'Cause the world, this sweet, sweet old world, oh the world, it's what we make it. The world, the world, the world, oh it's what we make it. So we better not break it. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Plug in your car, hop on your bicycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. 'Cause the world, the world, the sweet old world, oh, it's what we make it. Only we can save it.
Got that.
Ah,
All right.
thank you, everybody.
Great,
Bruce,
great,
yeah,
Great.
see you in the fall.
great
Bruce
performance,
Kaplan,
great
Claudia
songs.
Russell. Thank you.
And yeah, just put any more stuff about information about yourself and what you'll be doing, everybody in the chat. And next up, we have Marissa Levy. Is that the right way?
Mute ourselves.
Yep.
Hi,
Hey, Melissa. And Melissa comes from
Marissa.
what? Marissa. Marissa. Okay. Sorry about that.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. Now, Lewis or Lee's, Delaware?
It's Lewis.
Lewis. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm striking out. Two
That's okay.
strikes. Marissa is a songwriter, technologist, cake decorator, and mom. She is releasing her 4th album sometime this year, and her weirdest food she's ever eaten is basil ice cream. And I forgot to say mine is grasshoppers in their own juice. Okay, and on that note, take it away, Marissa.
Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. So, yeah, I'm releasing a new record. I actually just got out of the studio. So this is going to be one of the songs from the record, and it's called What Mama Knows. I am a superhero. I'm keeping it all together. Why do I feel I'm losing ground? I'll be a fearless leader, waiting for the cold to clear away. Then you will know that I am right. So take my shaky hand, so you may understand. I'm making up all the rules as I go. It's just what Mama knows. Just what Mama. I fled while the storm was raging cold, weathered and torn apart alone, bringing you back home from the sea. Returning to fight another day, licking our wounds along the way, keeping you safe, keeping you safe. So take my shaky, oh, I lost these headphones. without missing a beat. So you may understand that I'm making up all the rules as I go. It's just what Mama knows. Just what Mama, I am your superhero. I'm keeping us all together. Try to just see it from my view. Baby, it all seems so surreal. Believe me, I know just how you feel. But someday you'll know that I am right. And take my shaky hand, so you may understand that I'm making up all the rules as I go. It's just what Mama knows. Just what Mama, take my shaky hand, so you may understand that I'm making up all the rules as I go. I'm making up all the rules as I go. I'm making up every rule as I go. It's just what Mama knows. Just what Mama knows. Just what Mama, I am a superhero. Keeping it all together. I am a superhero. I'm keeping it all together. I am a superhero. I'm keeping it all together.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you. All right. So this song is not on the new record. It's the newest song that I've written, and it's a huge bummer. Those of us in the biz, I find we don't talk about professional jealousy enough, and so a friend of mine gave me this really lovely shout out from his show. He's kind of famous, and he gave this shout out to me about us, being in college, and I encouraging him to be a musician, and I just thought, oh, that's so lovely and so depressing because he's famous and I'm not. So anyway, so I wrote this song after my lovely little shout out from the stage. It's called Always a Bridesmaid. And I just want to thank everyone for having me here. This is great. I'm really excited to be here, and I can't wait to come back. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Always a shout from the stage, on the sideline, a gentle expression of a waste of a life. Always a bridesmaid, always a bridesmaid. Always a champion of others' careers, always the subject of frustrated tears. Another reminder of the short shrift of years. Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid. And I'll dance at your wedding, give toasts, and tell everyone I bet on you. And I'll laugh at the stories of my former glories. So tonight, raise a glass, the vintage of dreams, knowing too well all the grasses are greener, a careful reflection stuck in routines. Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid. And I'll dance at your wedding, give toasts, and tell everyone I bet on you. And I'll laugh at the stories of my former glory. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Always a shout from the stage, on the sideline, a gentle expression of a waste of a life. Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Marissa. That's
Thanks, Marissa.
Marissa Levy. And great. And next up is Eric Nesda from Worthington, Ohio. And Eric is an award-winning singer-songwriter and host of the nationally syndicated PBS series Songs at the Center, whose songs range from inspirational ballads to satirical tunes. And I better check that out. I don't think I've done that yet. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. And
yeah.
I don't know everybody out there, but I want to say hi to Smitty and Sarah and Megan. Glad you could join us, and I'm looking forward to hearing your tunes. I'm going to do three quick songs, and not going to say much more, but thank you. Whoops. You know what? I can't hear that. Oops.
And his weirdest food is Asian clams, by the way.
I don't know. I'm eating up my time. Okay, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you fine.
Yep.
It's not like I was looking for you to come along, 'cause she has always been a rock that I depended on. But you and I have something that I don't understand. You'd think that we had met somewhere before our lives began. So tell me what I'm supposed to do. I can't find it in myself to walk away from you. So help me, my world is split in two. She's the earth that's under me, but the air I breathe is you. I'm not the kind of person who'd ever be untrue. It only makes me love you more to know you're that way too. If you were just temptation, I'd turn around and leave. But you see things inside of me no one's ever seen. So tell me what I'm supposed to do. I can't find it in myself to walk away from you. So help me, my world is split in two. She's the earth that's under me, but the air I breathe is you. Thank you. Here's a song that goes out to everybody who can relate to it. Life is a hard road we all have to drive, from the moment we're born till the day that we die. There's a point in the journey we're lucky to reach. Well, the road begins to ravel and things start to creak. The eyelids grow heavy and the bladder gets weak when you're north of 50 and south of deceased. Friends say you're vintage, kids call you old. Got a full tank of gas, but the engine's gone cold. You're losing your bearings, the ball joints need grease. When it comes to what you're wearing, you don't care in the least, but you're scaring everybody down at the nude beach when you're north of 50 and south of deceased. When you're north of 50, south of deceased, your life is just golden. You set yourself free, it unlocks any door. Dang, where'd I put that key? You might need a surgeon, but too soon for a priest. You're grateful to see the sun rise in the east when you're north of 50 and south of deceased. Gonna go to the gym, watch what I eat. Who am I kidding? Just hand me the sweets, 'cause I'm north of 50 and south of deceased. Thank you. Daddy's first set of wheels was a hand-me-down Schwinn. Leather seat and a canvas bag to carry newspapers in. It was an uphill Demon and a downhill Flash, the fastest bike a boy had ever owned. When he finished up his route, he'd buy himself a double scoop. Then Daddy's set of wheels took him home. Daddy's next set of wheels was a car he called the Bomb. Polished chrome and a red rose for his first date with Mom. He took it slow and steady, but they both fell fast. The only love their hearts had ever known. Before the end of spring, he surprised her with a ring. Then Daddy's set of wheels took them home. of happiness, good health, good home, and thankfulness. Then out of the blue one day, he lost the feeling in his legs. Daddy's last set of wheels were on the side of a chair. Padded seat and two handles so we could push him everywhere. He fought an uphill battle, he went downhill fast. The bravest man I swear I've ever known. I sat there at his side, he squeezed my hand goodbye. Then Daddy's set of wheels took him home. Daddy's first set of wheels was a hand-me-down Schwinn. Thank you.
Yeah. Wonderful songs, and that last one was a real
Thank you.
something. Thank you, Eric. Eric Nesda. Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay, and next up we have Kirby Hurd. And I know Kirby. And how you doing today?
Good. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, and Kirby
It's a tough
is
act to
from,
follow, Eric. Thanks so much.
Kirby is from High Point, North Carolina, and Kirby's Songs from the Heart take listeners on a journey of life's highs and lows, and the people who make their company along the way, often bringing listeners memories of their own time back home. And her weirdest food she's eaten is clams, and looking forward to hearing you, Kirby. Take it
Thanks,
away.
Brent. Thanks for having me. I am originally from the Midwest, if that counts for anything. So I'm currently in the studio on a new project, and this is one of the songs. I call it Under the Maple Tree. I could find you under the maple tree, your ball cap turned to the side, a gem in the gold autumn leaves, your dark hair and charcoal eyes. As a hoot owl called, we fell in love, 'neath that tree we used to climb. My memories of the hours we'd spent, forever lost in time. Now my arms are empty, my heart's been denied, since you went away. The sting of loneliness won't subside, I've loved you more each day. We met one night in the light of the moon, before you went off to war. Then I searched to find you in my dreams, or up among the stars. And the woods fell silent when you left, but for the tears my own heart wept. And that hoot owl called for your return each night before I slept. Now my arms are empty, my heart's been denied, since you went away. The sting of loneliness won't subside, I've loved you more each day. You gave me your cap, it was navy blue, a wool letter S in red. Said you'd be back for it, keep it safe, that I should wear it instead. Your precious cap was all I had left, and I kept it close to my heart. When I learned you had fallen at the front, it kept me from coming apart. Now my arms are empty, my heart's been denied since you went away. Sting of loneliness won't subside, I've loved you more each day. I could find you under the maple tree, your ball cap turned to the side.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
So this next song is on my current CD, which is called Mama's Biscuits. It got released right before the pandemic, which I don't recommend. So we'll see if this year times out better. We'll see. This is called Get the Hell Off My Farm. I see you stalking around me. I know, yeah, let me try that again. I see you stalking around me. I know that you want to do harm. My infrared shows me the places you go. Why don't you get off of my farm? I see you there on my camera. The close-up lens shows me your face. Just what do you need? Is it meanness or greed? Why don't you get out of my place? I see you creeping round my porch at night. My business is mine and it just isn't right. What do you want from me? Please let me be and get the hell off of my farm. I see you there round my buildings. I have them to hide all my stuff. Your snooping ways making me feeling betrayed, and it really is making me huff. Why don't you mind your own business? You know that we used to be friends. You're driving me close to use razor wire and electrify my metal fence. I see you creeping round my porch at night. My business is mine and it just isn't right. What do you want from me? Please let me be and get the hell off of my farm. Just get the hell off of my farm. So nobody has much privacy anymore, right? Thank you.
That's great. That's great, Kirby. You could almost say "get off my lawn," but
You could.
did you have another quick one?
I have a quick one. Yeah, is that all
Okay,
right?
good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Short.
Because
Tom.
you still got like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah.
I do. So this is called Better This Way. It's also new. So let's see if I can do it quickly for you. Well, that's not how it starts, but we'll go from there. Was it too soon we parted? Should it have ever started? No guilt or fear, no more tears. I think it is better this way. We had our moments, it's true. Even said I love you. Thought it would last, but passion passed. How can it be better this way? We let our spirits be free. I relish the memory. Keep in mind what was left behind. It has to be better this way. Things aren't always as they seem. A path in life cloaked in a dream. Through the looking glass, a chance to disappear. Reflections never lie when the glass is clear. Finding all the holes you left, fill them in, no regrets. Keep in mind what was left behind. I know it is better this way. Better this way.
Beautiful, beautiful Kirby. Good job.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me. You can find me at kirbyherd.com.
Okay, and next up we have Megan B. And Megan is from Athens, Ohio. I don't know if you know Don McRosty at Red Diamond Mandolins, but anyway.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Don's great.
I've got one of his.
You're lucky.
Yeah, well, that's a great one. She's her little bio here says an acoustic simplicity and a raw love for the land, influenced by a life of travel and working in the outdoors. And her weirdest foods that she's tried are snapping turtle, raccoon, squirrel, and possum. Pretty good stuff.
It's
so
good.
It's great to have you.
Yeah, maybe they're not so weird, but not so common everywhere you go. Thanks so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here and hear everybody. I better get under here.
I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to figure out what I've been missing. I listen for the thunder. I listen for the night bird. I listen for melody. I listen for the right words. Take me down, take me in, turn me around, bring me home again. I've been waiting to see if I'll ever return to what I used to be. 'Cause I was a wild one, the colors of a moth wing. I was the summer sun, I was heat and lightning, and I was a cold rain, I was a moonflower, I was a summer night, I was a meteor shower. Take me down, take me in, turn me around, bring me home again. I've been waiting to see if I'll ever return to what I used to be. Now I'm sweeping out the cupboards, trapping all the mice, shaking out the bugs in the middle of the night, digging through the boxes, pushing round the dirt, sorting through the papers. I'm still looking for the words. Take me down, take me in, turn me around, bring me home again. I've been waiting to see if I'll ever return
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. I'll just say a couple things. I just released an album in February on Valentine's Day, so I've been playing that out a lot and doing some booking for that. I'm booking shows for the summer, and I have a little tour up to Maine. I had an opportunity to play up in Maine, and then my last one's down in Virginia, so I'm kind of working my way down the coast. So I've got some gaps to fill in. If anybody knows folks in that area or venues they can recommend, I would love to hear about them. I'm also going to mention that I mentioned working in the outdoors, and I'm based down here in the Hocking Hills, and I've always gone to writers' retreats out in the world, but I work at a camp. I've been affiliated with a camp in the Hocking Hills for a long time, and we're finally going to host a writing retreat right here in the Hocking Hills in Southeast Ohio, and it's for all kinds of writers, all kinds of creative writing. So there's some songwriting, and there's a poet coming, and there's a woman who writes a memoir, and some children's authors. So if you're interested or know any writers, it's called Words in the Hills, and it's happening the first weekend of May. I'll put the information up in the chat, but I always want to spread the word to writers, because it'll be our first retreat, so we're trying to get the word out there. So I'll play another one for you. We were doing ecstasy under the desert sky, in the sand dunes on the 4th of July. We were watching fireworks, trying to figure out how things work. We were staring at the colors in each other's eyes, and I wanna see you look that way again sometime. I wanna see you look that way next time, maybe without the drugs next time. You were tripping on LSD at the Big Rock show. You were doing the twist and the bump. You were really letting go. You were jumping up and down, spinning round and round. You were kicking your heels up so high. I wanna see you dance that way again sometime. I wanna see you dance that way next time, maybe without the drugs next time. But you were always out there, so far out there. You were always out there, so far out there. You were on a morphine drip after your big accident. You were on some pretty strong drugs. You took them like a sacrament. And I was sitting by your hospital bed. You said you could see inside my head, and on your face was a big ridiculous smile. And I wanna see you smile that way again sometime. I wanna see you smile that way next time, maybe without the drugs. Dance that way next time, maybe without the drugs next time. Thank you.
Very
Thanks
nice.
so much.
Very cool. Good, great stuff.
Thank you.
From the Hocking Hills.
Yeah.
And next up, we have Sarah Gosley. And Sarah is from Mount Vernon, Ohio. I guess kind of like a neighbor to Megan. And she's been writing and singing songs for over 30 years, performing for all ages on guitar and violin, and is working on finishing her 10th CD. And her weirdest food that she's tried is a sandwich of peanut butter, mayo, and cucumbers. That's what I have every day for lunch. But very good. Looking forward to hearing you. And
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, that was actually the only thing I could think of that day. But now that I've listened to other people's things, I must say one time I ate bear that was killed with a bow and arrow, which I think would be pretty scary if you were the person trying to kill the bear, frankly. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I don't think I would eat it anymore. Okay, so this is, it's a song called Family Holiday, and I wrote this as sort of an introduction to myself. This old place is full of room, there's furniture everywhere. 6 beds are empty most of the time, got 3 couches to spare. When you're gone, it's too much house, even the walls are quiet. Floors creak and echo, but when you all come home, we can't deny it. It's cold in the winter, but we never tire when you come to stay. We crank thermostats and build a fire. It's a family holiday. Front and back stairs, and the 2 of us are always looking for one another. I go up the back one while he goes down the other. Dogs bark, kids squeal, doors fly open, the kitchen table is covered. Crafts and toys, food and noise, with hugs and kisses we're smothered. It's warm in the summer, but we've got trees, and when you come to stay, we open the windows and feel the breeze. It's a family holiday. Before we know it, you'll pack up and be gone. But when you return, the party lights will come on. It's cold in the winter, but we never tire when you come to stay. We crank thermostats and build a fire. It's a family holiday. It's warm in the summer, but we've got trees. When you come to stay, we open the windows and feel the breeze. It's a family holiday. It's a family holiday. So yeah, I've been working on a new recording, and it's been a year since I started, and it's almost done. The pandemic has definitely taken its toll on all sorts of efforts that I made, and every time you thought you had something scheduled, then somebody was sick. So And that's the way it's just the way it went. But that song will be on there. And also this next one that I'm going to do is I've decided the title cut, so to speak. And it also relates to the pandemic because, like, as everybody else did, you did a lot of cleaning during the pandemic. So I started looking I just started cleaning my office here, and I started looking for a song that had occurred to me that I kind of remembered how it went, that I'd written a really long time ago. And it took me forever to find it. In fact, the only way I could find it was on a cassette. The words were so old that the word processor, or the whatever I used to put them in the computer is so old the computer couldn't even think about opening it. So I found this little cassette, and I found an old cassette player, and I managed to play it and transcribe the words and kind of remember the chords, and then I just totally rewrote it. And it's a song called The Healing, which I think is pretty appropriate for right now. And it's sort of about spring, but it's about a lot more things. And I think it's maybe about whatever you want it to be about. So anyway, here we are. It's called The Healing. Feels like it's February, so long ago. I could swear I hear the very voice I used to know. The ritual I go through year after year, the only thing I know to do. With a shovel in my hands, without a sound, opening the earth, I plant a seed in this hallowed ground. Dust turned to mud, cold winter rain. I don't know how to stop the flood. Pushing back the water with my hands, holding on to all I have in my command, waiting for the willow and its greening, waiting for the healing. Every season signals change that never comes. I am frozen deep inside. If only I were not. The ground so hard and barren needs a blanket for the cold. I fear this emptiness will never end. Pushing back the water with my hands, holding to all I have in my command, waiting for the willow and its greening, waiting for the healing. Ice melts to water, cold begins to burn. Come Mothers steeped from earth warmed by the sun. Tears flow past the point of no return till they become a song upon my tongue. Pushing back the water with my hands, holding on to all I have in my command, waiting for the willow and its greening. Waiting, watching the willow and its greening.
Very nice.
So much for having me. This has been fun. Everybody sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, Sarah. And next up, we have Michael August and Nell Levin, good buddies of mine here from Nashville, and they meld crafty. And they go by Michael and Nell, and they meld crafty songwriting with social commentary and sprinkle in some lighthearted songs to take the edge off, quote unquote, as labor icon and songwriter Joe Hill put it. So it's great to have you, Michael and Nell, and I can see you clearly now.
Hey,
I can see
thank
clearly
you.
now.
And it's great to
Thank
have
you.
you. And
We had to do a quick little consultation with our videographer
Yeah.
to find
Yeah,
out
it
what
was-
was going on with this
Yeah, it was
camera.
kind of
So
over my pay grade. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Sarah. I believe I heard. Did I hear Sarah talk about a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich? Did I hear that correctly? Yes, I'm getting 2 thumbs up. You know, little anecdote. When I was in high school, a bunch of us were sitting around thinking about all these weird sandwiches, like a string bean sandwich and, you know, a spaghetti sandwich, all these things that, you know, these impossible things. And somebody mentioned a peanut butter and mayonnaise. And I went and tried it, and I loved it. It is good. Every I don't know if you've had this experience, but anytime I mention that to anybody, you know, their reaction is always, ugh, you know. But for those of you non-believers out there,
we'll all
better
gonna
try.
go back and try it after this. And Nell, Nell had fried grasshoppers in Mexico, so.
in Oaxaca, yes, we did. Fried
Well,
grasshoppers.
take it away, Michael.
Okay, so speaking of Mexico, we are going to do a song that came out of my experience of living in the barrio in Los Angeles. And I used to walk down the street and I would see all these incredible bridal shops where the Hispanic women go to buy their bridal dresses, just these elaborate dresses. And this is a song about that. It's called Queen for a Day. And it goes like, I'm going to try to do this without my glasses. Hopefully I can get through it. Alvarado Street one Saturday like no Saturday before. Senora Garcia takes her Maria to the bridal store. This is her baby's first communion. She's praying for this day to come, and she remembers years ago when she was the one. Reina del Dia, Queen for a Day, White Mattia, satin and lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Reina del Dia, queen for a day. Alvarado Street this Saturday, the church bells ring, when rings at the house, and the girls sing like her wedding day in Juarez when she was just 16, and for a moment she forgets all the hard years in between. Reina del Dia, queen for a day, white mantilla, satin and lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Reina del Dia, queen for a day. Alvarado Street one Monday, Maria and her little girl, she's weary with 2 new babies, but her firstborn is her whole world. Little Carmen looks in the bridal store, says someday I'll be pretty too. And Maria says I'm dreaming a different dream for you. Reina del Dia, queen for a day, white mantilla, satin and lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Reina del Dia, queen for a day. Reina del Dia, queen for a day.
Reina del Dia, queen for a day. Ellen's going to switch up here, get on the fiddle.
So we do something called the Joe Hill Road Show, and it's about the songwriter Joe Hill was the precursor of Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger and Bob Dylan and all those people who do socially conscious songs. So we try to write some stuff kind of in that vein.
We've been accused of doing that.
Yeah, so this is one of our songs that we wrote, and you'll recognize the situation. Has been going on for a long time all over America.
Yes. And I've actually had this situation happen to me at one point. It's called Boss Called a Meeting. 2, 3, 4. Whoops.
Okay, go ahead.
2, 3, 4. Boss called a meeting, so we had to go. Said they're moving the plant to Mexico. We all heard the rumors, now we know they're moving the plant to Mexico. All I've ever known is the blue-collar life. This union job fed my kids and my wife. I gave them my muscle, gave them my brain. Now I'm knocked to the ground by this runaway train. Losing my job never felt so low. They're moving the plant to Mexico. How am I gonna pay all the money I owe? They're moving the plant to Mexico. guess the Mexicans, they gotta eat. They're just like us, they're taking the heat. We're all getting burned, that's the way it feels. All billionaires in easy chairs make these deals. Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, they're moving the plants to Mexico. What'll I do? Where will I go? They're moving all the plants to Mexico. It's come to this. It's not just the money, but the friends I'll miss. I'll see some of the guys from time to time at the bar or the unemployment line. Boss called a meeting, so we had to go. Said they're moving the plants to Mexico. Politicians' promises are all for show. They're moving the plant to Mexico. Politicians' promises are all for show. They're moving the plant to Mexico.
Yeah.
There we go. New story. Yeah, the song was based on an incident that happened at the carrier plant up there near Indianapolis. And it is a true story.
And we got to go to the union and sing this song for them, the steelworkers who lost their jobs.
Yeah.
That's a great song, and both of them fantastic. And thanks, Michael and Nell.
Thank you, Brent.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. And we got up next John Smith, who goes by John Smith. I guess it's one word. And he's from Trempealeau, Wisconsin. Is that anywhere close?
Yeah, that's right.
Pronunciation?
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh.
Trempealeau. It's a French
Trempealeau.
word. It's a French word, but Trempealeau is what we call it.
Yeah, great. And John Smith has 9 CDs, leads musical trips to Ireland, and teaches songwriting at institutes and festivals across the U.S. Well, I've been to Ireland one time and loved it, and so that's great. It must be a blast doing that.
It is. It is. I'm just glad we get to go back. I'm going over next month. I had to miss 2 years because of COVID, but it's
great. And
one of my favorite things in life, going to Ireland.
And I guess your Irish black pudding is your weirdest food that you've tried.
It was pretty weird the first time I had it. They didn't tell me what it was, until they said, just eat it first and then I'll tell you what it is.
Sometimes better not to know.
It's better not to know, but it's not too bad actually, but not if you're vegetarian and vegan, which I am now. So no more black pudding.
Okay, well, take it away, John Smith. It's great to have you.
Anyway, hello everybody. Great to see some faces that I know and see some new faces I don't know. I got a new CD. Like a lot of people during COVID, I think there was a lot of songwriting being done and time to make CDs. And now it's time to release them. And this is the title track of my new CD, which is called Backroads. And I grew up in Iowa, so I'm very much a Midwest person, and just rarely play in the big cities. And, I'm kind of the more rural gigs I can find, the better. And anyway, I send this out to the nomad and all of us. It's called Backroads. Sometimes I get an itch to go off wandering. I keep scratching, but it never lets me be. It doesn't have to be some far off distant island. Any old back road is fine by me. 'Cause I still feel the urge to follow I still hear that ancient call to roam. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around. Let some back road lead me home. Well, it doesn't take that much to make me happy. A new song on the wind calling my name. In the scent of truth that I can't help but follow. I chase it down through the hills in the pouring rain. 'Cause I still feel the urge to follow. I still hear that ancient call to roam. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. Sometimes I think I just like to go off so I can find my way back home again. See my porch light burning brightly, a lighthouse reaching out to some old friend, saying, come on in, tell me where you've been. So if you see me out there on some county back road, or having breakfast at some driftless town cafe, it's only me drinking in the landscape. I'll fill my cup and I'll be on my way. 'Cause I still feel the urge to follow. I still hear that ancient call to roam. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road call me home. I'll let some Vernon County back road lead me home. Yeah, little back roads there. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, so do one more for you here. Trying to think of any news coming up. Just got back from a nice long weekend in Nebraska. Did a few shows over there, not too far from the Platte River, and McCook and Hastings, another place there, and watched the sandhill cranes come through by the hundreds of thousands. It was just amazing, and so that was really fun. And going camping this next week with my family down in Florida. We go down every year with my wife's family and camp in Fort Pickens, near Pensacola Beach, Florida. So we'll be doing that and going to hopefully write a couple songs and enjoy that. I'll leave you with this another song from the new CD. I wrote this song was right before the 2020 election, and so easy to get weirded out by all the crazy stuff in the world as it is with COVID and stuff like Ukraine and people like Putin in the world, but but when it comes to our own politics and stuff and the division in the country, that's just downright sad that we can't get along better. And so the volume of the whole rhetoric between the division was so big before the election that one night I was just feeling sad about it, and I wrote this song here. My name is America. I live between two oceans blue, and as nations go, I'm a child who is sadly now torn in two. And I was born out of a dream. And for that dream, I'm on my knees tonight. For they're shouting on the left and right. I could use some help to mend this great divide. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. It's not the first time I've been torn. The bloody redcoats shot and drove the natives from their homes. Then a flood of immigrants all came round in hopes of 40 acres, a mule and plow, and the right to speak their truth out loud. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. Then it was the blue and gray, the north and south, spilling blood over slavery, leaving a scar centuries deep. And they're still marching up and down my streets. My name is America. I'm wounded, but I'm not down yet. I am still the great experiment. I was born from hope and tears and sweat, and I hold that hope with every breath. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. My name is America. There you go, guys. Thanks
Very,
for
very
having
nice.
me. Thanks, Farm, for doing what you do. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Don Smith there, great songs.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And we have next up, we have Peter, and I better get this right, Lanedorf, who Peter is from Hampton, Massachusetts, and he writes folk and jazz songs about everyday life, including funny and sad ones. And I've heard Pete before, and it's great to have you on here
thanks.
tonight. And let's hear what you got. Looking
Great.
forward to it.
Oh, it's calamari and frog's legs.
Sorry about that.
I had to really think about that one. So I'm coming to you from Western Massachusetts, but I was actually born in Dayton, Ohio, and my parents moved from Dayton. My dad was a doctor, and he got a job at a hospital in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. So that's where I grew up. It's a mill town in central Massachusetts. So this is a song about going back to my high school reunion. Well, I went back to Fitchburg, Mass. I had lunch with my old friends. We were the class of 68. It's 50 years since then. We arrived as strangers, 12 guys with thinning hair. We could have used some name tags when we first got there. I went to an all-boys school, taught by brothers, not by monks. We held dances in the gym, by and large they stunk. We laughed about our teachers and Catcher in the Rye. How every day we had to wear a jacket and a tie. The river that ran through my town changed colors every day. Some days it was blue and gray, sometimes purple, red or gray. The factories and paper mills have all but moved away. The river kept on flowing and we all moved away. Well, Bill was a park ranger. He wore a wide brim hat. Our quarterback was a beekeeper. Try to picture that. Norman moved to Montreal. He was a social worker. Frank became a CPA. Bobby became a lawyer. Well, some were good at science. Dave wrote computer code. Some of us are all high tech. Some still have flip phones. Well, a few of us brought our wives. A few of us are gay. A few of us still go to church, but most have dropped away. Some guys couldn't make it there, but Jeff called from Idaho. And we made plans to say goodbye to Nick at his nursing home. The river that ran through my town is all cleaned up today. Paper mills have all closed down. The fish have come to stay. I looked at that old yearbook. I was on the debating team. And for an hour or so, I was 17. Well, I went back to my hometown. I had lunch with my old friends. Thanks.
Yeah.
So I, like a lot of the people in this on the on the Zoom today, I have a new album coming out. My new album is I had an album about 25 years ago, that was on Signature Sounds, 1996, I think it came out. So this one is going to be called Don't Be Discouraged, and I think it's going to be out, I think it might be out next month sometime, which is great. So this is the title song from it. Feel free to sing along, just stay muted. Well, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. And don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged, it's bound to get worse. Well, your pipes seem to leak a lot. Your plumber's name is Ray. Your wife seems to call him over whenever you're away. Your kid pulled off her braces, now she wants a new tattoo. Your in-laws, they just sold their house and they're moving in with you. And they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. And don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Well, they're cutting back your hours at work. There's rumors going round. Everything keeps going up while yours keep going down. You're angry at the government. You voted to let them know. Turns out it was all a trick, some kind of Russian TV show. And they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. And don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Well, you saved up for a vacation to go off to Italy. You ended up being quarantined with your plumber's family. And folks ask, how's it going, Pete? You always say it's just fine. Well, two can live as cheaply as one for about half the time. Two can live as cheaply as one for about half the time. And they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. And don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Keith. Great stuff, man.
Really fun. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah.
Thought.
Thank you, Pete. And we're going to move right on to Charles Absher. And Charles is from Avondale Estates, Georgia. And I met Charles at a John McCutcheon workshop retreat in top of a mountain in North Carolina.
Yes, we did.
Last year. It was
Yes,
great
we
to
did.
see you and hear your songs there and share all that with you. So thanks for coming. And we didn't get it, but what is the weirdest food you ever ate, if you can think of it right now?
It was something I think that is called a sea slug. It was at a Chinese restaurant,
Okay.
and somebody dared me to taste it.
Okay.
And
You got to put some hot sauce on those, though.
You got to put something.
Well, great. Well, looking forward to hearing you, Charles, and thanks for being here.
Thank you. This is a song that I wrote at that workshop. I think it's a love song. It's called The Kindness Cup. I had never realized how much I stood to lose, disappointed and those who failed expectations I had placed upon their worth and value to the plan I had carefully defined, finding fault with everyone and everything I tried to do. I was locked into my room. Happiness was not for me. I had built my doctrine strong and free from scrutiny. So then you said to me, come and share a love to wash away all vestige of despair. Joining hands, raising up an offering to quench our thirst, drinking from the kindness cup. Still something was amiss. I could see it in your eyes, a deception to appease society's expectations. They had placed upon your worth and value to the plan they had carefully designed. Struggle was a daily task, making up the outer shell to reflect normality. It constantly erodes away the inner space you set aside to protect your sanity. So then I said to you, let's go see where the inner outer gender can agree. Joining hands, raising up an offering to quench our thirst, drinking from the kindness cup. Drinking from the kindness cup. Drinking from the kindness
Yeah, mighty parody there, Charles.
Thank you. I tell you what, I am just blown away by the quality and the talent that I have been allowed to participate with tonight. Thank you very much. This is a song that I wrote as a kind of prayer, and I think it was either before the 2018 or the 2020 election. I can't remember which, but anyway. It's very similar in melody line to Wayfaring Stranger, and but it's very, very, very similar to the theme from Wayfaring Stranger. So the title is I Have a Dream, and it is subtitled Wayfaring Stranger Redux. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. dream where my family will be safe. No violence will they face, gangs and cartels in this place. Freedom's call is ringing loud and clear. South of the border I can hear mighty one assuage my fear. Mighty one, spread thy blessings o'er me. Keep me safe while traveling to the promised land. I have journeyed, lo, these many years now, searching for a home where freedom takes a stand. I have a dream where lynching is a sin, and the colors of my skin judges not the character within. Dusty Delta roads will carry me away. Can I find a better day? Mighty one, show me the way. Mighty one, spread thy blessings o'er me. Keep me safe while traveling to the promised land. I have journeyed, lo, these many years now, searching for a home where freedom takes a stand. I have a dream where my brethren will thrive, tribal customs kept alive, where my people will survive. Genocide will never come again. Let my prayer rise with the wind. Mighty one, make sorrows end. I have a dream where a never-ending light round the world shining so bright, sparking hopes in fearful nights. In the far-off distance, rumbling in the sky, righteousness is drawing nigh. Mighty one, please hear my cry. Mighty one, spread thy blessings o'er me. Keep me safe while traveling to the promised land.
Very nice, beautiful, Charles. Thank you, Charles Absher, for your wonderful songs.
Thank you.
And we're going to close it out tonight with Fran Felton. And Fran, I've got her a little bit about her here. She's in Viroqua, Wisconsin. By day, a hospice music therapist for the Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse, Wisconsin. As a weekend warrior, she writes songs for herself and those who will listen. And she thanks everyone for having her on. And great to have you, Fran. And yes, thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to be here. And to be honest, I really didn't expect to perform. So, and John, it's so great to see you. John lives just up the big river from me. I don't know, hour or two. And so I love the shout out to Vernon County, John. That's always, I love hearing you sing. So I'll admit I haven't played my songs very much because I'm always singing for my patients. So whatever they need at the time. But tonight I want to share with you these are songs I've written a while ago. I'm working on a new song just in response to, again, I write for myself or for my family, just for my own processing. And there's a lot to process in the world right now. So I'm currently working on a song just in response to the war that's happening right now. But it's nowhere near finished. So, but this song is when I just need an escape. And it's my tribute to the river. And it can be whatever river you need it to be. But this is called Take Me Away. Have you ever felt out of place and not been true to your heart? You feel like you're running a race that you never intended to start. Oh, take me away down the old trodden path where the river runs free, where the dragonflies hatch, where the tall pines reach high under aqua blue skies. Take me away, take me away. When chaos knocks and familiar fades rushing over the rocks, leaves one feeling jaded. Oh, take me away down the old trodden path where the river runs free, where the dragonflies hatch, where the tall pines reach high under aqua blue skies. Take me away, take me away. When I'm old and gray, Spirit, take me away to a place where hatred will cease. I pray my children can live in peace. Take me away through the vine-covered gate where the river runs free, where my family awaits, where love reaches higher beyond earth, wind, and fire. Take me away, take me away, oh, take me away down the old trodden path where the river runs free, where the dragonflies hatch, where the tall pines reach high under aqua blue skies. Take me away, take me away, river, take me away, Spirit, take me away, oh, take me away, river, take me away.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you so much. I am noticing it's 9 o'clock here, and if you are all right with it, I'm going to call that a win and just do one song.
Yeah, that was
I
beautiful.
really was not prepared to do any more. So yeah. So thank you so much for having me on tonight. I'm just really grateful to have stumbled upon this group, and I hope I have an opportunity to join you more often.
It was wonderful to hear
Well,
you.
thanks, Fran.
That's a great way to take us away.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brant.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Fran, and everybody that performed and everybody that listened and watched. And I hope we'll see you next month, fourth Thursday, whatever that date is, April something or other. And remember, we have our farm conference in October outside of Chicago, Naperville, I think it is, or Lisle. I get confused. But anyhow, it'll be fun. We hope to see you there too. There's no other last minute. Let's all do the bye. Bye, everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
Gallery
Bye,
view.
everybody. Good to see you.
Thank
Very
you.
nice, Fran.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Brant. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you,
See you
Smitty.
guys.
Everyone.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.